What's up, guys? It's your boy D Fresh in the building. What we're gonna do today, we're gonna cover Monday's game plan. So before we jump into it, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button below, subscribe to the channel. That way, anytime we drop a video, you get the notification. All right, family, let's go ahead and unpack some of this craziness that we got going on. We are ready for a insane market this week. Last night, Trump bombed Iran, hit them with a couple airstrikes. So we know what happens normally when we get this type of news. We know the market usually come down. Family, do not FOMO this into opening tomorrow morning. Do not, as soon as 9:30 get here, man, I gotta buy puts. I gotta buy puts. We've seen this so many times where we think a play is gonna do something or the market is gonna do something, and it does the complete opposite of what we think. So let's see what type of direction they give us. I'll be paying attention to it with the futures market when they open up, but a lot of times they take their move during this overnight session and then rock it to start the morning. So let's just be patient. And I know everybody want to get in, and we know that it's going to drop with all this news, but be patient, wait for a clear direction. And if the downside move is what they're showing us, then we'll get busy with the downside moves. But, you know, I don't want you to get trapped in puts and then they rocket this thing all the way back up, and then you already starting off Monday with a loss. Be patient. And if that wasn't enough to start off the week, we got Fed Powell in the building Tuesday at 10 o'clock. He'll be speaking. So Trump already making noise, Fed Powell making noise on Tuesday. This is going to be a roller coaster first couple days of the week. Patience rule everything. Long as you patient before you get into a play, trust what you see, set that stop loss, let nature take its course. There you go with that one right there. We got a little bit of news. Monday at 10 o'clock, existing home sales. So that's something to pay attention to if you in a particular play, especially you futures market players, because you know how that one arrow could boom all the way to the top or drop all the way down with some negative news, and will smoke you fast if you're not prepared and not knowing that you got a data drop coming. All right, family, let's go ahead and get into our last little bit of news. We have earnings calendar up. As you see, you got the FedEx. They report Tuesday at closing. This is one that we follow. This is one that can definitely make some money on the way up as well. If they give you that pullback, they can really drop this thing and you can really make a nice bag following that one. And then the other one that I see on here that I like is Nike. Nike reports Thursday at closing. So those two that I'll be having my eye on this week, letting you know what they're doing throughout the session. That way you can be able to get into a play, dominate, and make some money. Newbies, beginners, before we jump into that, can we take a moment to pay attention and recognize what ticker symbol CRCL did and Coin did? I put Coin out in the video that I dropped on Thursday night for Friday's prep. Shout out to you guys that was able to catch that and ride it up, because this one gave us a move. I said, if you held Coin, look where I said we was trying to take this, 307. Where we at? We opened up at 307. We closed the night before at 295. I told you that's what they were trying to do. And man, again, these are life-changing plays. When you can get a $10, $15 move up like that, those are life-changing plays. You can do a lot of stuff with that money right there. So again, shout out to you guys that was paying attention, that understood the assignment and dominated the mission and made you a bag. I'm super duper proud of you. Keep doing your thing. And now we got CRCL. This is another one that gave us a nice move. We was chatting in the chat about this, and somebody said, hey, do you think it's a good time to buy calls? I said, not at this time. They ran that thing up 30 bucks. You want to wait on a pullback and then get in. And you see what happened right at market opening. They poured this thing down something crazy. We were sitting at 240-ish, and look at that candle. They dropped that thing down so low. Boom. Somebody asked me, how low do I think that it'll go? I gave a number somewhere up in here, but it was the 9 EMA. And you know, with the 9 EMA, it continues to change with the price action. And you see where we came down to. We smacked that 9 EMA. I said, once we we recovered 220, they were off to the races. And you see, we recovered 220 right up in here, this candle right here. And then boom, I said we were going to get up to 230. That was going to be the first stop. I said to you that our plan is ticker. Bulls defended where they needed to defend, the 9 EMA, my yellow line. However, they still need to get this and start closing above 220.25 before the next leg up to 230.90, and they boom this thing. They got that level right there and they kept running. You see, they ran this thing all the way up to almost 250 bucks. That is a crazy return. If you took that break, you profited on a $30 move up. That is a crazy return. But shout out to you guys for trusting your boy and trusting what you saw as well. Staying true to your plan and dominating that play and making some money. Seeing a lot of comments, man, I took out too early. No such thing. You profited in green, you will catch the next one. You can't worry about that, because just like you poured out too early, what would have happened if you would have got a nasty red candle? You would have got stuck in this one right here from buying or not selling. You didn't sell, you caught that candle right there. Now those same contracts you in are trying to do work to get to this area. This move right here, it isn't promised. It's not promised. That's why you got to stay true to your technicals. See profit, take profit, especially in a market like this. Wall Street is built to trick and trap you into plays. Look at this. They ran that up. That's the trap. Everybody that bought calls at opening thinking that it was going to continue to go up, smoked them, killed some of the contract's value to run it back up and panicking everybody. Everybody's selling now. What it dropped right back down. It made its little run up again. And then what happened? Boom, it smacked it right back down. So don't worry about all that. You stay true to what you said you were going to take out at. If you trying to make $200 a day and it passed that $200 a day, you cash out of that play unless you know how to respect certain areas of interest. If you saying, you know what, I made my $200 a day right here. I'm going to wait for it to breach the 9 EMA. Once it breached the 9 EMA, I'm still over $200 a day on this play, but I'm getting out. Soon as it breaches it, I'm up out of this play. I'm not even thinking about it no more. So that's how you got to go about driving this car with the market that we are dealing with. It's super unstable. You never know what you're going to get. There you go. And those two right there, coin, they have another area of interest that I'm paying attention to. And with this one, I want to see them get above this area right here, 310.65. If they can do that right there, they're going to run this thing up another $4. They going to 314, if not higher. That's what I'm paying attention to. To the downside, you want to see them open lower than 305.30. Now, this could be a heck of a lot different come tomorrow morning again with Trump bombing Iran. You never know how we're going to open up. We just got to wait. I'll be updating these levels before the market open up, so you ain't got to worry about any of this stuff. If we're $10 higher or $10 lower, this stuff will be upgraded before we drop tomorrow. So newbies, beginners, let's go ahead and get busy with y'all. Let's get it moving. These plays can look a lot different tomorrow morning depending on how Wall Street reacts to the current events. But right now they're sitting at 1240. If you are a bull, you need to see this thing open somewhere around this area right here, 1265. They can do that. They can start pushing this thing back up to that 1310 area. If you are a bear, you want to see them open lower than this stuff down here, this $12 even area. If you want a little bit more aggressive get in point at, the first area of interest come at 1220. They can do that. Their next level down is going to be this stuff at $12 even. So there you go in that one right there. Next ticker up is going to be Advanced Traders. Y'all come on up. I got one for you. This one is making some noise. We used to follow this one a couple months back, but you know, they've been making some noise lately. And this one, we know when they get busy and start moving up, they can really make a powerful move to the upside. So if you are a bull in this one, you want to see them open somewhere around this $65 area. If they can do that right there, they can slow grind this thing and boom this thing all the way up to $68.25. So that is a $4 move right there. That is an amazing move. If you got the right contracts and a couple of them, you can definitely make some profit on that one. To the downside, you want to see us open lower than 63.40. If we can do that, next level down is going to be 62.45, and then boom, you got 61.55. 65 on deck. And a lot of these plays right here, regardless what the news say, you just want to go to this peaks and see if they're booming up and Wall Street don't care about the news. You want to see 64, 65 level taken out. And to the downside, if we are having a crazy sell-off with this one right here, you want to see us open lower than 62.50, and that's going to suggest all of this stuff over here in play. This stuff way down here, 57.30. It's ways to look at the chart regardless if you got news impacting it or whatever. Data, it doesn't matter. You can look on that chart, scroll left, and you can find areas of interest that they respect it regardless of what the situation is. So big baller shot callers, let's go ahead and see what Tesla got for us. And with this one right here, if they are having a bad day and they affected from the strikes and all this good stuff, you want to see us open somewhere around 317.60. If we can do that right there, that's going to suggest that they're going to try to pull this thing all the way back down. You got 313.55 on deck, and you got more areas of interest. They start losing 309.90, it's going to be a rough day. They're going to drop this thing all the way back down to this 299.80 area. To the upside, if Wall Street is okay with all this chaos, you want to see us open at 326. If we can do that, that's going to suggest they're going to try to slow grind this thing back up to this 332 area before they start trying to break this thing out. There you go in that one. Next ticker up is going to be the SPY, and we'll just do long-term targets based on the current events. And again, these plays, you know, I'll update this before the market opens up. You guys that's rocking with me in the Discord, y'all see that when I post it. We're sitting at 594.30. If you are a bull and this news is favorable, you want to see us open somewhere around this 596.70. If we can do that, that's going to suggest they're going to start moving this thing higher. You got this stuff up in here, 601.05, and routes to these tops right here, 601.30. That's going to be a heavy level. Expect a bear response. To the downside, simple. You want to see us open somewhere around 592.80. Preferably, I'd say 591. If we can do that right there, they're going to drop this thing all the way down to 586. And if it's that kind of day, we know how SPY can drop when it's unfavorable events or data drop. They can really start falling to the downside, and they can fall aggressive. So again, don't FOMO any of these plays. Sit back, wait patiently, and then you pounce on whatever direction that they're showing us. Like right now, let's keep it real. We don't know what they're going to do. Our best shot is paying attention to futures, and y'all know I'm a futures trader, so I'll be all over that. But again, even then, they'll show us these moves. They'll drop that thing, and right before market open up, like an hour or so before, they'll already start their rebound process. And before the market open up, we almost at even, and all that drop that they did overnight has been completely wiped out. But it's all good. It doesn't matter. We don't care about that. We play what we see. We think smart, but we play even smarter. Y'all know I'm driving the car. I'll be guiding y'all and letting you know when it's danger approaching. But for everybody else that's watching that's not in the Discord, what are you waiting for? Get in the Discord. That way you got access to my full list of morning call outs, as well as the technical analysis breakdowns on the top plays throughout the session. But guys, I done took enough of your time. But hey, if you like sniper type, level to level, periodic breakdowns of your favorite tickers, SPY, Nvidia, Tesla, Palantir, HUT, Hood, Nike, go ahead and tap into the Discord. The link is in the description above. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and hit that like button below. Subscribe to the channel. That way, anytime we drop a video, you get the notification. And as always, we grinding. Good luck out there, and let's get it.